Testing, testing. I'm being told in the chat room that I'm not live. Right, let's get rid of this intro screen. Okay, I think we are live. The chat room is appearing on my screen. Hopefully you can all hear me in the chat. Please let me know that I'm not just talking to myself. Coming through loud and clear, Alex. Good to hear, good to hear. I want to get the sound sorted out before we begin. I am wearing a shirt tonight. I put a shirt on for tonight's performance. There I am on the screen right there. Got the shirt on, Christmas shirt. Thought I'd make an effort. Anyway, let's turn that down a bit so I can hear myself speaking. Let's turn that down, take these off. Right, okay, so the basic basement. Finally finished it, I'm on a cup of tea tonight. You know when you're getting old. Mug of tea rather than a beer. Hello Alex, can hear you. Good, good. Hi Franco, hi Let's. You're coming through loud and clear, brilliant, brilliant. We have 4 people waiting according to my other screen. 4 people waiting, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I didn't want to do any programming tonight. I know I normally do the programming on a Sunday night, but I am exhausted with programming. Absolutely, I've just had enough, The basic basement, I finished it off yesterday, the last bit of programming, and then decided, well, what do I do with it now? So I just chucked it straight onto itch and let you guys know that it's available. I don't know if you guys have played it. I hope you have. It's come out all right, actually. Franco provided the music that you can hear for the intro. So I'm going to quickly go through tonight what I did, the last minute changes to the program to get what you see now. First of all, I had to change the intro screen. Let me move me around a bit there. There we go. I'm trying to get a nice view of myself. There we are. Yeah, I had to change the intro screen slightly. The reason being is, if you remember, I'll just turn that down. If you can remember the original intro screen, we had the random colours going all over the text, and it slowed it down. When I added the music in, the music went so slow, I had to take it out. It was the only way to get around it. Plus, I wanted to put a bit of a scroll down the bottom of the intro screen, like you can see there, just to show my gratitude for you guys helping me out on the project. So I just wanted to include the audience in there somewhere on the intro screen. I got rid of the little box that was around the intro as well. Couldn't see the point of it. It's still actually in the program. I just put an REM in front of it and actually, yeah, just left it there. Hidden in the program. Franco did say at the beginning in the chat, touching 20k. 20k. Yeah, here we go. Just a bit of info. Basic basement is just over 20k. It was a big old program, wasn't it? Over 6,000 lines. I think the last line came in at 6,000. So yeah, a massive program. I'm surprised it worked. I really am surprised it worked. But we ended up with quite a nice little game. So let's look at Drunken Mess, because I haven't played Drunken Mess. Let's just have a little play. I just want to run through one thing I did do. You'll see at the beginning of the screen, I made the character go through some random color changes. So just as the bottle fills up. That was one change that I did. And as we go through the rooms, I positioned all the keys so that literally in the same location, but obviously in a different room, but they're still in the same coordinates, just to make the programming a little bit easier for myself. Rather than changing the coordinates all the time for the key. It doesn't really matter as long as it's in a room somewhere to collect. I'm not going to play the whole game tonight. I put the timer. I made it flash when it gets to 15 minutes as an indication that you've only got 5 minutes left to complete the game. You've got 20 minutes to complete it. I can do it in 16, so it's more than enough time. The main change that I made was the last room, room 4. I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to have to cheat to get there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring our drunken mess character down here. Also the mushrooms, I added more mushrooms in on several rooms as well. So I'm going to just break into the program. I'm going to put let room equal 5. Okay, I'm going to go enter. And we better put a continue in there as well. We're going to go continue. You ran out of time twice. Well, at least I know it works, because I thought there may have been a bug in the program at first with the last key. Because when I played it first, I swear that key wasn't there. But when I played it the second time, it all of a sudden was back again. So I don't know whether there is a little bug in the program somewhere which I haven't picked up. So yeah, as you go in, so Paul, I'm busy reading him, not looking what's going on the screen. He says, I nearly finished it earlier and got killed on the last room. So if I go to this room here, this door, sorry, and I just put let K equal 4, continue, that will now allow me to open that door. So this is now the last room. This is the change I made. You go through that little blue or cyan gate door that I've now added into the cyan room. I wanted to show the cyan room again because it only appeared once in the game house. So I thought, let's stick it in again. Plus we got 2 mushrooms in there. And we go down the staircase again. So it was an opportunity as well to show off the staircase once more. Because otherwise, what was the point of me doing all of that and only showing it, once? So I kind of changed the map. Now this is where you could get caught out. Your bearings are all thrown now. You don't know where you are. Well, I know for a fact because I programmed it. The missing piece is in the room below. Fingers crossed it's there. There it is. So that is where the missing piece is. So that is the last part. So imagine that power shield now all completed. I've now got the missing part. Now your quickest way back, in my opinion, would be to go forwards. Go forwards here. And make your way to the trapdoor. Because if you're not holding a key, the trapdoor will not take you to the 4 locked doors. I hope. Anyway, I actually haven't tried it. But in theory, it shouldn't. You should end up in the very first room that you started the journey on. So let's have a look. Let's see if it works. So there you are. There, you're back in the last room. And this was the other little change that I made. I made the little man, or our little character, walk through the door. And I put, well done, time taken. I couldn't see the point in doing a high score. I mean, it's taking you, what, 15, 16, 20 minutes to get to this stage of the game. Are you really going to want to play it again to see if you can beat your high score? I know I wouldn't. You know, so I couldn't see the point of adding more code in. I mean, like Frank said earlier, it's like 20k. So, you know, let's not add any more in. Nice cup of tea. So yeah, it's finally finished. It's now available on itch. Already it has shown a lot of interest on itch. Facebook, over 100 likes already on this game. And what I like about it most is it wasn't just all me. Like I say, it was you guys as well that helped create this. And I hope I've put that message across clearly that it was an audience contribution, collaboration, if you like, with you guys to get this looking as well as it looks. I did try compiling it, and I know Frank tried compiling it as well. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful. Since I added the music in, something is corrupting the data, and I was getting a data error message come up. So the compiled version hasn't worked. It will work if I take the music out, probably. So let's have a look at the code quickly. Let's put it in a color we can see it in. I did share a video of the completed game, and I did forget on that video to put the ink in green, so sorry about that. I did it in white ink, but never mind. But let's just see how long this is. It's a long old program. A lot of code in there. I did try changing the key routine, so when you pick the keys up, I wanted to try and get it out of the gaming loop, but at the end of the day I was exhausted programming this, and I thought, just leave it alone, it works. I'm not going to get it to go any quicker. Look at the size of it, you know, just be happy with what you've got and run with it. I think that it would be great if you do a release of Book of Coding. Do you know what? That would be something I would love to do. I would love to create a book of just simple coding of games that I've made. And like tonight, I want to go through all of the games that I've released on itch. Some of them haven't even been released yet. They're just in the itch account waiting. And there are a few other games as well that are in development, which I will not include on tonight because I forgot to put them on the USB stick. So you're not going to see them, but you've seen them anyway on various other videos. I don't blame you, Alex. There was an inordinate amount of code in this game. Bewildering, in fact. Yes, it was. And I need a rest tonight, Let's. It was, you know, that's all I seem to be doing lately is basic coding. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love doing it. Especially when you get a result like we had here. Hardly any bugs. I don't think there are any bugs in this. I have spotted one, which I'm not going to mention because it's not really a bad bug. You don't really notice it, but being the programmer, I've noticed it. My biggest review now for me is hearing what people think of the game. I mean, people download it from itch, but they never come back to comment. They never tell me what the game was like. They never, you know, they never tell me what it was like, basically, you know. Did they enjoy it? Was it too slow? Was it good for a basic game? You know, all of that sort of stuff. I mean, the usual remarks I get is, oh, you need to compile it. Well, the whole point of this project, hence the name of it, the Basic Basement, basic being it's basic. That was the whole idea, and that's the whole idea of this channel. It's basic programming content. If you want machine code, unfortunately, you're not going to get it here just yet. Maybe one day, but the only machine code you're going to get from me is throwing it through a compiler, and the compiler does it for me. But as you can see, a big old program, a lot of hours spent making this, and I think you'll agree with me. We ended up with a pretty decent game. And the music that Frank provided, I think it finishes it off well. You know, it really complements it. So yeah, as you can see at the bottom there, just put some scrolling text in there just to say my way of saying thank you to you guys, really. I didn't want to leave you out. I didn't want it all to be animated, Alex, because as far as I'm concerned, this was a joint venture. You guys helped with obviously the music, the design of the user-defined graphics, and the coding. A lot of the code you helped me out with. So yeah, thank you very much. Anyway, this live stream tonight isn't all about Basic Basement. I'm not going to spend the next 2 hours talking about Basic Basement or looking at the code. I wanted a break tonight from programming, and I wanted to look back at the beginning where I started in 2024 in November when the Spectrum arrived here, and I basically jumped on it and started again. So I have put all of the games I have made into its own separate file. Where is it? Oh, this is it here. Yeah, we're actually in that file. Let's just shut that so you can see. So L back, there you go, my games. Okay, this is every game I have on itch at the moment. It doesn't include other games that are in development which aren't on itch yet. But these are all the games I have made so far. And as you can see, there's quite a few there. I did count them. and including the ones which are still in development, I'm nearly at 50, almost at 50. I nearly have enough games now for my 50 cassette release. That was the mission, and I think I've probably got 52 actually. Last time I lost count. I was too busy trying to get tonight's stream sorted out and lost count. But the game that started it all for me, it's actually not featured on this because I forgot to put it on the USB stick, was a game called Box, which can be found on my channel. But the first game that I released on itch, because Box isn't finished, I'm still working away at it. But the first game I put on my channel, I think, is this one here, Specky 2. Let's just make sure it's the right one. Yes, this is the first game I ever made that was released on my itch account. So all of these games you're seeing tonight are available on my itch account. And this game was called The Spectrum. My little tribute to the release of the Spectrum from Retro Games Limited. And whether this is true or not, it was said it was the first game ever made on the Retro Spectrum to be released onto itch. So that was a big achievement for myself. But like I say, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But the World of Spectrum have advertised it on their website as it being the first game ever released on the Spectrum, not the 1980s Spectrum, the retro the Spectrum. So this is a platform game. It's called Specky, and you play Specky in the game. And that's the, as you can see, if you read the screen there, the Specky character is the @ sign. And basically you've got to collect the 4 colours of the missing logo, being red, yellow, green and cyan. Now, if you follow the channel, you would have already seen this. It was the first game I ever made and released. The code on this one is quite long, but looking back, could have probably have coded it a bit better. Don't forget, this was my very first proper attempt at making a game, so the code isn't as tidy as the stuff I'm doing nowadays, but you had to start somewhere. So we've got an easy mode or a hard mode in this. I'm going to go no. Basically, the easy mode just turns off the baddies. I did that to try and make it a little bit quicker. No user-defined graphics in this. It's a very simple little platform game. And yeah, it's like I say, it was the first game I ever made. It got a lot of attention at the time because it was considered to be the first game ever released on the Spectrum. And you've got to collect the yellow dots. I'm using the Kempstone joystick, by the way, to operate this. The moving platform, I think I've included it in all the levels. Yeah, if you touch one of the red stars, you basically lose a life. 4 levels in this. The only graphic content in it really is when I've used the draw and plot command, or the plot and draw I should say, to draw the Sinclair C5 is in the next level, which hopefully if I complete this bit you'll get to see it. So there you go, there's level 2. This is probably the hardest of levels because the Sinclair C5 blasts its blue exhaust flame at you. It's a turbo C5, it's not a battery operated one. There, it got me. Whether you're going to get to see all 4 levels tonight, probably not. It can be done though, and there's a little completion speech at the end of it. If you try to get the colour without collecting all of the coins first, you are greeted with a little message, which I shall show you now. You've only collected 4 coins. Sorry, no coins, no colour, no spectrum. And it's game over. So it's vital that you collect all the coins. So I'm going to quickly go through all these games. I'm not going to play each one all the way through because it could take some time. So yeah, that's Specky. So quite proud of that one. A quick look at the code. Whoops. Quick look at the code. Oh, I might have put the actually I can't break into this one because this was when I first started making my games. I used to put the break key so you couldn't break into the code. There is a little bit of machine code in this to stop you breaking into it. So I can't show you the code, unfortunately. Probably because I was embarrassed about my coding at the time, so that's why I wanted people not to be able to get into it, although there is methods of getting into it. The next game I made, again using the Specky character. The Specky character, but I used user-defined graphics. There is also a normal character game without user-defined graphics, but I included user-defined graphics in this. And this one came out quite well as well. It's called Specky the Diamond Thief. See, I've now got a user-defined graphic for the main character. Yeah, can't break into the code because that's how you cheat. Yeah, absolutely. Because there is, if you put let something equal something, you can actually skip through the levels. So yeah, I couldn't cheat tonight, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to be able to cheat in this one as well because I've got a feeling. Yeah, I did it on that one as well. So anyway, yeah, a very simple little game. You've basically got to take out the camera up on the right hand corner there, the security camera. And you've got two policemen that you've got to avoid to get to the camera. I think I programmed it so you've got to collect something like 5 diamonds or something. I can't remember now. I'm just struggling to get through the gap there. Now the doorways change. You see that X, that red X? If that gets struck, the doorways will change, whether I hit it or a nasty hits it. So I'll show you. It might be actually easier if I use the keyboard for this, because the joystick is a little bit sensitive. So if I hit that cross, it changes the position of the doorways and the colours, which can work to your advantage, but it can also... He got me. Caught by the cops. But it's quite a nice little game, this, actually, and it runs quite smoothly. Not too laggy. Obviously, you want to keep away from the cops, wait for him to fall through the gap. There he goes. Let's at least see if I can get up to the security camera and take it out so that at least you'll see the diamond appear at the bottom, and he got me again. It's quite a time-consuming game, though, because it is obviously you've got the good old speed of BASIC behind it, moving everything for you. But surprisingly, oh, it got me again. I thought he was going to go right. But yeah, the idea is you take out the security camera at the top, and as you can see, I'm absolutely useless at it. And once you take out the security camera, the diamond is then released, and that appears down in the left-hand corner. So then you've got to make your way back down again. Also, the walls become electrified at some point in the game as well. So you have to be careful not to touch the walls. Otherwise, you get electrocuted. So plenty of obstacles to avoid as you go up. So let's just wait for him to come back. And up quick. Oh, good. Yeah, he went past me, look. So that was good. He nearly got me. Which way is he going now? He's going up. Right, okay. So let's jump up there. And it looks like I'm going to do it. So there, I've got the security camera. The rooms change. Now this is where they go electric. So you don't touch the walls because you'll get electrocuted. So you got the message there. The diamond is now at the bottom of the screen. On the left hand corner there. So got to get back down and get the diamond because I've taken the camera out. Now, oh, I hit the wall. Electrocuted. Now the diamond stays in place. You've just got to start again because it respawns you. Oh, respawns you again. Either at the top or the bottom. It's game over. So yeah, that was my little try again. You stole 0 diamonds. Death by electrocution. And you got the little police car there. If you push a key, I think its siren goes. There you go. Yeah, so that was a nice little game that I made. Quite proud of that one. Like I say, I'm going to rush through them because there's a lot to cover and I don't want to be on here too late tonight. Now, in no particular order, because everything is in a bit of a jumble, I can't remember what game I made next. Unless I put itch up in front of me. Let me just put itch up in front of me so I can see. So it'd be nice if I could get them in order. I'm just going to go onto the itch website so I can see which one's next. Oh, it's Moldy Strawberry. So the next game I made, which I released as a type-in actually, was Moldy Strawberry. So where is that? I'm hoping everything has been put in alphabetical order. There it is. Moldy. I would have said that's it there. So there we go. This was Moldy Strawberry. Very simple little game. Joystick available on this one as well. Basically, you're the little yellow face in the middle. That's meant to be me with the beard. That was based on me. You've got to avoid the green strawberries. They are moldy. You collect red strawberries, okay? Strawberries are red. So they're not danger in this because strawberries are red in colour. You've got to avoid the green ones. Now, they only flash on and off. So you've got to try and time it right to get through them. Otherwise, you get zapped. Now, there's no lives in this. You just keep going until you've completed it. And it is only one screen. That's why it's pretty quick. Let's see if I can complete it, because you get quite a nice little well done message at the end of this. Oh! If you get zapped, you got to start again. So down we go. Oh! It's all about timing it right. It can be done. Here we go, got past him. So I released this as a little type-in and then decided I just want to put it on itch as well because it came out really well and it's got potential to perhaps add more levels into this, but my fear is it's just going to slow it down. Although there isn't anything else moving. You've just got to time it right to get past the green strawberries because as you can see they flash on and off. They're basically on a random cycle. And I forgot to get those two in there. It is quite easy to complete if you just time it right. So you've got to start again. Every time you get hit, you've got to start again. I always wait for it to flash up and then, oh, I'm trying to tell you how to do it and I can't do it. Let's go back this way. It was just a good way of creating a little nasty to get past. When it is, all I'm using is the RND command to make it flash from black to green. Quite a simple little game, really. I mean, these were games I was making when I just started out, before I took on even bigger challenges like my Manic Miner recreation. So I wait for it to flash up and run. That's it. So I've got 3 more to get. Can I do it? These are the hard ones because they're stuck in the doorways. So go for it. Done it. Right, past him. Let's go this way. See if I can get past it this way. Run. Ah, oh, you bastard. Sorry I swore. There might be a bit more of that going on here lately. Are you going to graduate to a Spectrum Next at some point and take your basic skills into Turboland? You damn right I am, sir. I cannot wait until the Spectrum Next arrives on my doorstep. I have ordered one. I was hoping we were all going to get them for Christmas time. But February is now the delivery date, so I've been told. Let's just hope that it remains that way. But yeah, I cannot wait to get onto the Spectrum Next Basic, because I've heard and I've actually seen examples that it's a lot quicker than Sinclair Basic, and new commands to learn as well. But hopefully I can run with what I've already learned from Sinclair Basic and adapt it to run with the Specky Next. Oh, you son of a... I don't know if I'm going to complete this tonight. But if you complete it, you get a little dancing man coming out with... say well done. But when you've got all the strawberries, you've got to collect the cream that appears in the middle of the screen. A bowl of cream appears. Oh, you son of a... I'm usually pretty good at this, but tonight it's not going in my favour. Oh, it's not happening, is it? It's not happening. One more go and I'll move on to the next game, because I'm getting bored of this now. I swear you can complete it. It is completable. I did it twice in one run once. It's just trying to judge it right at the right time to go. That's it. Usually when there's a long couple of flickers, go. That's it. So let it flicker for a little bit and then make your dash. Oh, right on top of it. Doesn't look like it's going to happen for me tonight. Come on. Go. Yes. Talking to my son earlier about the Spectrum, and he cannot see the fascination in it with being an Xbox boy, you know, games of their generation compared to ours. I don't, like I said to him, they don't appreciate where it all began from. You know, this is the stuff where games were, where they all started, you know, where they evolved from, you know. They just don't get it. He doesn't get why I get so excited about a basic game that I've made, you know. He's like, Dad, why aren't you learning how to program Xbox games? You know, stuff that could you could probably sell and make good money on, sort of these crappy little things you're making. And I'm like, well, it's the stuff I grew up with. I don't know different. I enjoy the 8-bit games. I always have done. It's what I grew up with. I know, you know, I'm going to give up on this. I'm going to go, I don't want to give up on this because I really wanted to show you the end. Right, this is the last go now, I promise. Ah, sod it. Right, moving on. Because it's going to be a long night out watching me collect strawberries. So the next game was, according to my list, it was Invasion was the next one that I released. So let's have a see if I can find Invasion. Where have I put it? Invasion, where are you? There we are, there it is. And I can't remember whether this one's in joystick or not. I don't think it is, because I've used the in command for diagonal movement, and I didn't include it on the... Oh, that's not good. What happened there? My game just crashed. I downloaded these today from Itch. Maybe we won't be visiting Invasion. I know. I think I know why. You've noticed it hasn't reset to the 48K mode for some reason. It's because it's trying to run it through the retro Spectrum ROMs. He says, hopefully. I'm right. L back. Don't think I've got the specky ROMs on here, have I? Doesn't look like it. No wonder I couldn't get it to work earlier. The Spectrum ROMs are missing. Oh dear. The Spectrum ROMs have vanished from my USB stick. I must have deleted them by mistake. They're not in there. Ah, we won't be playing Invasion then because it's... What's happened there? I'm using that large text, you know, which only runs on 48K, and it doesn't like using the retro games built-in ROM. I swear I'd put the Spectrum on this USB stick, but it's not there. The Spectrum ROMs are missing. So there will be a few other games which will not work where I've used that long, you know, the large text. So unfortunately, guys, I can't show you that one unless I quickly whip the USB stick out and put it on there. I don't know whether I can do that quickly. I'm just checking my laptop to see if they're on there. I might be able to do it quickly if they're on there. Yes, they are on there. Let me just whip out the old USB stick. You will go black for a minute while I do it. Oh, I don't want to risk it really. Hang on a second, I've got a better idea. Copy that, paste that there, then I won't have to unplug the Spectrum then. Let me quickly put the ROMs on there. Just waiting for it to pick up the USB stick. There it is. Copy that. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting the original Spectrum ROMs onto the USB. Right, they're on there apparently. So let's eject it. Eject the USB stick. There we go. Plug that one back in. So they're now on the USB. So let's see if it works now. I'm going to have to reboot. I'm just going to switch it off and switch it back on again. I'm going to do a reboot. I must have removed them earlier when I was putting everything on there by accident. Don't know how. Right, I haven't lost you guys, have I? You're still there. I haven't switched you off by accident. Right, as you can see, the Spectrum ROMs are now on the USB stick. So that was a success. Let's just hope it now works. So I'm now in 48K mode. Now let's find Invasion, and it should work. He says, my games. There we go. Invasion. There we are. So it should work now. There we go. You see what I mean by the large text? It only works on 48K mode. Good. At least, yeah, it's still there. Brilliant. Excuse me a minute. I'll just finish this off. So I wanted to make a crosshead shooter game, you know, like Zoom. I played Zoom on the channel before. One of my favorite games as a kid. It was one I played on a lot. So I wanted to make something similar to that, and this is what I came up with. You've got, I think it's 9 cities or something to protect. I can't remember now. It says in the instructions. So press a key. So level 1 mission. I have to score 300 to get to the next level. And it's basically move around and shoot the aliens as they fall down. And it's quite difficult. Well, it is for me. Once you get the hang of it, I haven't played it for a long time, so please forgive my... There we go, I got him, and I got him. And as they land, you'll see that the bottom of the screen starts to turn colour. So that's the flames. The top part of the screen is meant to represent a UFO with its engines blasting out smoke, or whatever that is, discharge of smoke. So you've got to score 300 to get to the next level. There, got one. Got him. Quite a fun little game once you get into it, once you've worked out. And I used the in function, sorry, so you got diagonal movement on this one. Unfortunately, the keyboard, I never programmed the keyboard. The Kempstone joystick it doesn't have the diagonal movement programmed into it yet. I never put it on. That's why I put it on the actual page. Recommend you use the keys. Although, if you're me and playing this, I'm not doing bad. 100. I can't remember how many points you get for each one. 10 points for each one by the looks of it. And I think you get something like 50 for a pink one, or the magenta one. Let's see if I can get him. There we go. 20 points I think it was, wasn't it? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. There we go. Got it. We're on a row now. We are on a row now. We might actually get to the 300. Oh, you son of a... The pink one just randomly appears in different places on the screen, as if he's just leaping around. Oh... Game over. Looks like Space 1900, 1999 ship. So that's my little invasion game. So let's have another go. I actually included a pause button in this as well, because I was finding when I was playing it, your fingers start to ache. Like, I think I'll incorporate like a pause button so you can pause it at any time and stretch them fingers and then carry on again. Oh, we are on a row now. Come on. Oh, you bugger, you got past me. There is a small delay tonight on the live stream because I've got the other laptop up and running here, and I just noticed as I paused it there was something like a 5-second delay before you saw that. So that's why I decided with the chat it to appear up on the screen so that I can at least try and respond at the same time as I see it, rather than before it or after it, or whatever the case may be. I don't think I'm going to get 300. I have managed to complete this when I first made it, and I was a bit of a pro at it, but so I haven't played it for a long time. I have made another game similar to this, which hasn't been released yet, but it's actually on my itch account, and it's called Attack of the Red Things, which I shall show you later. That was the only thing I was finding with the games I'm making. A lot of them are beginning to look a bit too samey, if you know what I mean. It's like I've run out of fresh ideas and I'm just using the same idea but creating a different objective to it. So that's something I'm trying to break out of the habit of. That's why it was a joy doing the basic basement one, because I haven't made a game like that yet. So that was great making that. But yeah, I'm finding a lot of the shoot 'em up games that I've made, they all look very samey, you know. Oh, I missed the... God, come on. Got him. Got him. Could have done with slowing them aliens down just slightly so you could have at least get to them, because once they get past you, you can't get them. So I should have perhaps slowed them down a little bit, because it's impossible to catch them once they get past you. I should have probably in the program. I don't think I'm going to get 300. It is possible to get it though. That's why I set it at 300, because it is possible. Ah, moved the wrong way. Oh, I've only got like 4 bits of land left, now 3. Oh, I'm not going to do this, am I? No, this isn't going to plan. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no. Spoke too soon. He's going to destroy me. Oh, you son of a bitch. He got me. Game over. Never mind. Right, so what was the next game that I made? Let's have a quick look. So I'm going from the itch account. Basic Invaders. I wanted to do a Space Invader style game. So where is that? I'm going to try and remember what I called them all. Basic Invaders. Where are you? I know it's on there. There it is. Basic Invade. Just going to... So there we are. Basic Invaders. Kempstone joystick on this one as well. Someone has messaged me, so I just want to... So yeah, this is Basic Invaders. Shoot the letters with the allocated missiles. Beat the timer. You got 1 for easy, 2 for hard. O left, P right, Q fire, and W to detonate. Now the hard mode, let's play the easy mode first, and I'll explain what the hard mode does in this. So as soon as you fire, you'll see that the letters stop moving. Now don't forget, this was my very first attempt at trying to make like a Space Invader shooter. And what you got to do in this is basically hit the letters. If you miss, you can push the fire button again. And it should have... Oh. Which one button was it? Yeah, if you push down on the fire button, it will detonate the missile. So you don't have to wait for it to go all the way up to the top. Now, I was going to change that, so if you just hit the fire button again, it detonated, but I never got around to changing it. I made this one when I was on holiday on my laptop, so it was programmed using the 128K machine on Fuse. But I added a timer, and you got so many bullets just to try and make it more of a game. But, you know, I'm almost there with my making of the 50 cassette, my version, my games. Obviously, yeah. Oh, time up. So I'll quickly show you the hard version. Alex has been showcasing the 50 or so games he's made thus far, Will. He's shown about 4 or 5 so far. Yeah, I'm racing through them, Will, because obviously there's a lot to get through. But yeah, I've nearly got enough. I think last time I counted, about 46, 48, maybe even more than that. Like, can't get the number correct. So if we do 2 for hard mode, you'll notice when I fire, the letters carry on moving. So that's the hard mode. It's not the best Space Invaders game that's ever been made, but see, sometimes the bullets are actually going through the letters. They're not actually making contact correctly. But every game I've made has been a learning curve. You're not going to get it correct first time, are you? You haven't got to shoot them in any order either. You just wipe out the letters. Oh, have you thought about when you make 50 games to release them on the cassette? If there was a big call for it, you know, then I would consider it. You know, if people said, yeah, can you please, Al, chuck them all on a USB stick? You know, so if I had a proper USB stick made up, like one of these, and I stuck all 50 of them on something like that. But maybe I had it custom made with animated Alex or something written on it, or the Spectrum or whatever. You know, it'd have to be... I wouldn't want much for it. You know, just the cost of the USB stick and the postage, basically. But most of the games are available now on my itch account. There are a few that haven't been released. So those ones that I haven't released, if I was to run with that idea, then I would include them on the USB stick. And the only way you could get them would be if you bought the USB stick. How much I would charge for it, I haven't got a bloody clue. I haven't even looked into it. But it's whether or not, you know, if enough people were interested, is it something they would want? A tape is more fitting to the ethos of the Spectrum than a USB stick. Yeah, exactly. But there again, you'd need a tape recorder, wouldn't you? And if you're running the Spectrum from Retro Games Limited, You can actually buy a cassette with a built-in USB, so it arrives as a cassette, and then there's a little flip thing you flip on it, and the USB bit. So this bit here, if you look down onto the little viewing thing of me in the corner, the little USB thing will flip out like that, and this part of it here, say this is the cassette, this part is the cassette, and it would flip up like that, if you see what I'm saying. So that was quite cool. Or micro drive, yeah. You can get USBs shaped as micro drives, yeah. But is there any interest for that? Do you know what I mean? You can go on itch and download everything I've made, but like I say, there are a few that haven't been released, which I will show you because they're on here. They're nothing amazing. Well, I don't think they are, but you guys might. I don't know. Anyway, the next game I made, one I was very proud of, Sinclair Basic. And on this game, my main goal was to get as much movement on the screen as possible for a basic game. I think it's this one, S. Claire. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yes. So, like I say, on this game, the main focus was to get as much animation as possible on the game and make it playable. So the idea of the game is the evil box heads have stolen the Spectrum programming language, Sinclair Basic. I made this shit up as I went. I didn't know what the objective was. I just came up with this idea and chucked it onto the screen. You got to retrieve it back, collect the letters. So you've got to collect the letters that spell Sinclair Basic. So you basically got to collect all the letters to make the word Sinclair Basic, if you can say them. Now, one thing I did think afterwards, after I'd released this, it takes way too much time to get all of them letters. Perhaps I should have just done the 5 with basic, you know, collect the words that spell basic instead of the whole rigmarole of Sinclair as well, because it's bloody hard. I'm going to go Kempstone. Nice, colourful game. Skill level. I can't remember what the skill level is. Oh, yes. The animation moves differently, 2 being the hardest. So I'm going to go 1. So you got 5 lives. Again, you're my little head down the bottom. That is meant to represent me. That is me. And you got to collect the white flashing boxes and get all the way up to the top. But like I say, the main focus in this game was to get the animation running as best I could. And you've got the disadvantage of the gravity is against you. So if you let go of the joystick, you drop down. Gravity will pull you back down. If one of them magenta things hits you, then you lose a life and you've got to start again. You don't respawn in the same area. I've never completed this. I've only completed it with cheating. Like I say, I should have done it. You just collect the words basic, not the whole Sinclair Basic, because it just takes forever. So yeah, you've got to collect the white boxes. And when you've collected the last one, a letter will appear at the top of the screen. Oh, it got me. So you can see plenty of animation going on. So out of all of the basic games I've made, this one has to be up there with one of my favourites, basically because of how well it runs. Everything you're seeing tonight, apart from the ones I say, they are available on my itch account for free download. Bloody hell. can't. I don't think I used string slicing for this. There's no string no, no string slicing involved in this one. As you can see, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baddies moving, plus the main character, and the speed is pretty good. Pretty good, you know. I mean, look, you can see how fast the little head's moving for me going left and right there. It is a difficult game, though. I haven't met anyone yet who's completed it. And you can see that when you die, the box head, your head changes to a box head. Let me try it with the keys because it might be easier. So let me try it with the keys. Let's get rid of the joystick and let's try it with the keys. Let's bring that forward a bit so I'm not leaning over. There we go. Let's try it keys. So 1 keys. I think it, yeah. So it's OP, Q up. Like I say, the gravity pulls you down. So there's no down key. The only mistake I made here is number 5 came up on the screen. It shouldn't have done that, but it was too late. So let's go. I won't go hard because I'll never complete it. The hard level, they just start in different positions and it's just really difficult to get past them. I will show you if you like before I switch it off. So let's see if I can do it with the keys. It might be a little bit easier. So wait for him to go across. No. Got to wait for a break to get through. Oh boy. I like making games, but I can't play them. I cannot play them. I can't even play my own. Absolutely useless. There we go. We got a route through. Concentration levels are up now. This is the hard bit, trying to get through this bit here. Go for it. Go, 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 go. He did it. Collect the diamond. Or the square, whatever it is. Oh, get up, get up. This is pretty tricky as well, trying to get through this one. Wait for him to get right over, then go for it. No! Why I was such a bastard to myself and made you respawn at the bottom. Spectrum games are known for being hard, so this had to be hard. Like I say, I haven't met anyone yet who's played this who's completed it. But the completion level does work. Right, just wait for that to move. 17 people watching. Thank you for joining. If you've just joined the live stream, what I'm basically doing is having a rest tonight from programming and revisiting the games that I have made since the release of the Spectrum back in November 2014. Like I said, I haven't been counting them properly, but I reckon I've got around about late 40s now in games. 48, 49, may have even gone over 50. I don't know. There's a lot of games that I haven't actually released yet, or I'm still in development. Some of those you will see tonight. Yes, I think I found a way through. He's only gone and done it. So now when I collect the last square, you'll see S comes up for Sinclair. Okay, so now it's just a case of getting up there, collecting that, and you'll see S appears at the bottom. And you've got to spell out the whole word, Sinclair, so you've got to do it again and again and again. Now, like I said, looking back at it now, I wish I just used the word basic, because Sinclair basic is a long word to complete. So, you know, it's... Oh! Yeah. It plays well. It plays very nice for a basic game. And just to prove it is in basic. I'm just going to break. No, I've put the anti-brake on this as well, so you can't get into the code. I must have been paranoid that people were stealing my work or something. Why would they want to steal basic? But that was me back then. I think it was because I was an early programmer just learning. Didn't want any embarrassment of people breaking into my code and thinking, oh my God, why has he done that? Why has he done it like that? Or, you know, judging my my coding exercise. If you look on eBay, hang on a sec, I'm trying to read that at the same time. Something about if you look on eBay, you must, hang on, I'll read that in a second. If you look on eBay, let me just park up there a minute. If you look on eBay for personalised USB sticks, they range from about £8 up. Okay. So I don't know how much would the postage and package be. You don't do any machine code then? I don't do any machine code, no. All in Sinclair Basic. The only machine code I do, which is cheating, is I use a compiler sometimes for games that just run way too slow. And there's the I. I'm doing well tonight. We've got S and I, look. Let's see if I can get the N. I've only got one life left. After this life's gone, I'll move on. But yeah, I only use a machine compiler when the basic is just way too slow and it's just too much of an embarrassment to release. But a lot of my stuff, well, 100% of my stuff, to be honest, is all done in the basic Sinclair language. Sinclair Basic language. And I've taught myself, self-taught, like all of us are, you know, reading books. I like to learn the hard way, the old way, reading from a book. It's a lot more easier these days, obviously, because you've got the internet now. You can source a lot of stuff from. And, you know, you've got social media, so you can share with one another, ask each other questions on how they did stuff and learn that way. Oh, that was a good old move there. Up we go. I'm doing well at this now. We've got the N. Can I get the N without getting zapped? I reckon so. There we go. Don't get me wrong, I want to learn machine code at some point in my life. I do want to do it. I just find it a bit daunting looking at it at the moment, reading the books about it. That's as far as I've got, is read a book about it, and I'm like, oh my God, you got to write all that in just to move a character across the screen. There we go. So, game over on that one. So let's go to the next one. That's Sinclair Basic, one of my favourites. Like I say, that one was all about animation and seeing how quick I could get stuff to move. The next game I made was one that really, I should say, put me on the map out there, got me noticed, and that is Slow Manic Willie. Now this one should have been compiled, and people have compiled it, but this is I think this is the basic version, because I don't have a compiled version of this. And I had some, I don't know whether he's still watching tonight, but Damien, he did the music for this one. So I'll just let that play for a little bit while I read some of the messages. Yeah, so Slow Manic Willie in pure basic, level 1 only. Did try to do a level 2, did do a level 3, but it was terribly, terribly slow. So there we go. Manic Miner in basic. Can it be done? The following is a version of level 1 as seen on the YouTube Animated Alex channel. Controls O left, P right, Q jump or Kempstone. Collect all the keys and free Miner Willie. To increase air, you collect a pint glass. So I added that in as a bit of an extra. By Animated Alex 2025. That's me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Animated Alex. And then you've got the intro music, like I said, by Damien Redmond. programmed in Sinclair Basic. I don't know, Damien was on earlier. I think he may have gone now, but he did the music. Don't hear anything. Oh dear, we've got no music on. Thank you for telling me. What's happened there then? Hang on a second. Oh, it must have... always decides to play up. Why is it... Did you not hear anything in the last game either then? Hang on a second. I'm going to have to unplug the Spectrum a minute. And for some reason... There we go. Now we've got... Let me start it again. Because you can break into this one. Let me make sure you can hear it now. There, can you hear it now? Let me know now. It's doing that a lot lately, and the only way I can get around it is unplug the Spectrum from the capture card to get it working. According to my little soundbar, you should be able to hear it now. Let me know, is it too loud or what? You know, because obviously I can't hear it. So let me know what the volume's like. I'll just wait for a response before I continue. There is a small delay. So 22 people watching, and yes, Zenny can hear it now. Is that Zenny? He can hear it. Yeah, fine. Yeah, can hear it. Both now. Good. Volume. Right, okay, let's fingers crossed the volume stays with me, because that is one of the main grudges of this live stream is my sound. I keep losing it. Can hear the Spectrum now. The Spectrum. Can hear the Spectrum. Right, okay. So, Slow Manic Willie. I've already read that. I don't know whether you heard me. So anyway, Manic Miner in Basic, can it be done? The following is a version of level 1 as seen on YouTube, my animated Alex channel. That's me, by the way, if you don't know who I am. The controls are 0 left, P right, Q jump or Kempstone joystick. Collect all the keys, and free Miner Willie. To increase air, collect the pint glass. Like I said, music was by Damien Redman, and it was programmed, the main program was by me. Obviously the music was supplied by Damien. Right, okay, so let's push a key. So here we go. It's not the quickest game in the park. It is quite sluggish, as you can see. You've got to remember this is in Basic, and I'm going to terribly crap at it as well. As you can see, it's hard to play. It takes a while to get used to the controls. But I gave it a go. And like I say, it did get me noticed. YouTube decided to ramp this one up on the algorithm for me, luckily. And yeah, it got quite a lot of interest. And like I say, people have compiled it. I could probably compile it tonight if you want to see it compiled, because it does run a lot quicker compiled, but even harder to play because it's too fast. There we go. My jump routine in this wasn't the best. Probably could have been improved. Again, the jump routine I used is the same as what we're doing in the platform game we're making, so not the best jump routine for this at all. You know, I'm picking photos with it. The conveyor belt works. If you stand on that, you go a little bit faster. Oh, just got over him. There's the air. So increase your air by collecting the pint glass. Once you get used to the controls and the jump routine in this, it's not too bad. Let's see if I can complete it. That's looking good. Oh, I thought I was going to get him then. So once you've got that key, you see the bottom, the door automatically opens. And you got to start again. But once you've got all of the keys, you then make your way down to the bottom of the screen. Yeah, see, I'm playing it not too bad now. I've got used to the jump routine. Yeah, I was quite happy with the way this came out at the end of the day. You know, especially with the graphics. I thought the graphics came out really well. Not the same as the original, but close enough. I had to change the screen around a bit because of the jump routine. Like the bottom level there isn't the same as the original. I had to lower that slightly. But it is only level 1. And yeah, it is difficult. And that's what makes it more of a challenge, because it is quite difficult to complete. Because it is very chunky and slow. That's why it's called Slow Manic Willy. There you go. So let's have one more go. I couldn't tell you how accurate it is to the original 80s Specky, you know. I'm using the original Spectrum ROMs on the Spectrum from Retro Games, so one would have thought it's running at the same speed as the original would have been. I will show you the program after I've messed this one up. See, once you get on that conveyor belt, you speed up slightly, and that's what takes you right into that green cactus thing. This took me quite a while to program as well. Quite a few weeks were involved in this to get it how I wanted it. I tried to get it working quicker. The only way I could get this working quicker was I had the platforms almost all in the same sort of colour. Because of the colour clash, there's quite a bit of colour on the screen that had to be taken into account. So that meant more code to compensate for that. I can't answer your question whether the emulator was time correct. I mean, I'm assuming yes, but is it Zenny? I can just about read your name. Zenme? I can't really answer your question there. I can only assume that it's near enough, or it is. I don't know. Yes, so Paul's just responded there just to say that the guy that created the Spectrum, he got it near to the cycle accurate as they could get it. I don't know what Franco's playing with, but apparently she wanted to play. Anyway, the code. Let's have a quick look at Butchers at the code. Let's go paper black, border black, ink 4. Again, quite a lot of programming in this. You know, I've learned a lot since I did this, so there's probably a lot in this that could now be improved. It was a long time ago. I know a lot more now than I did back then. So like I say, a lot could have probably been improved. I think I'm more interested in what Franco's getting up to than watching this stream. So yeah, it was quite a lot of code just for one level, you know. And like I said, I did make a level 2, which I've got somewhere, and I did the Jet Set Willy level where you turn into the flying pig. I did that one. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because I don't know where it is. It's on one of the other USB cards somewhere. But yeah, I did make the flying pig level, which actually came out a lot quicker than what you've just seen there, because you only had, I did it with one user-defined graphic for the main character. I had to put in the boot crush, which is that bit of code there. She's a nightmare. She sounds it, Franco. And that's it. So yeah, that was my slow manic miner. So, and it's this game I've got a lot to thank for, really, because it, like I say, it got, not being big-headed or anything, but it kind of got me noticed of what I was doing in the basic language. And luckily for me, I got featured in a magazine for it, which I have behind me, which is one of my claim to fame. I featured in the November, stuttering away, the November Retro Gamer. So I had a 2-page spread in it, which, like I say, I don't know where it is now. It's somewhere in here. But yeah, very proud to be in that. Yeah, so blowing my own trumpet a bit there, but yeah, it is in that magazine somewhere. So right, carrying on. I only have a small single bed. Oh, it's going to be a bit of fun in your bedroom tonight then. I'm jealous. Okay, 8-Ball Smash. Another type-in that I did for the channel. 8-Ball Smash, 21 viewing. Thank you for joining me tonight as I explore through my the creation of all of my games that I have put onto itch so far, and some that haven't been featured. 8-Ball Smash. What did I? Problem is, oh, there it is. 8-Ball Smash. So let's have a look at this. Very simple little game. I shared this as a type-in. I can't remember what the keys are. Oh, M right. And you just got to take out the blue boxes, and that was it. But I did it the other way around. Rather than the bat being at the bottom of the screen, I decided to put it at the top of the screen. And I'm useless at this as well. As you can see. I'm absolutely crap at it, aren't I? Ah! Yeah, this one was shared as a type-in on the channel. So basically writ out the code, then shared the program, and then put this on itch like a week after or something. It's not the best bat and ball game, but I had a go at it. Am I going to complete this? No, he's not. You only get one chance. One more go. It's not really an exciting game, this. The code, because I'm getting bored of it. So this was shared as a type in. Let's put it in black and ink for border black to see. Make it a very simple little game. Nothing to it really. It's one of my little practice programs, you could say, that I just put together. It's not very big at all, is it? Not a very big program. That's it. That's 8-ball smash. Yeah, exciting, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, oh, Bird Strike was the next one that I released, which again is one of my personal favourites. Birds. Oh, Booty. That's not the one. That one there. Bird Strike. While you're looking at that, I'm just going to go and get a drink, because all this talking. Okay, Bird Strike. A flock of seagulls are flying over an airport. Shoot the birds. Miss 10 equals tank lost. 5 shots, then reload. Do not shoot a plane. Z left, M right, and fire or Kempstone. Maybe tuck the drink over then. So I'm going to go Kempstone. I'm all tangled up. So, Kempstone joystick. Welcome to Magenta Airways. So the plane takes off, so we mustn't shoot the plane. Only shoot the birds. So it's telling me to reload. The word Specky there, that relates to who scored the high score. So the high score was completed by Specky at 230. So there, I hit a plane by accident then. So if you beat the high score, you get to type your name in, and then that will be displayed there instead. So yeah, it's a little pleasant little game. Again, I wanted to try and create some animation for this one. So I've got the bird flapping, obviously got the plane moving, and the tank, you can see his turrets going up and down as he moves. And I hit the bird, I hit the plane. And I wanted to make it look a little bit graphically rewarding as well, like, you know, kind of delightful to look at, sort of. You know what I mean. Someone did compile this. They took it off the channel, the ATIC account, and compiled it and showed me it was just too fast. I basically told them, you ruined it. You should have left it alone. It was too fast. There was no need to compile it. It ran okay, which it does. It runs fine. And they put it through a compiler, showed it to me, all excited and impressed with it, and I didn't like it. And I told them I didn't like it. Leave it alone. It was made as a basic game. Leave it as a basic game. Didn't need compiling. So yeah, I have to shoot. Basically, you have to shoot 500. You have to shoot 500 birds. You get 5 points per bird. So again, I made it a little bit tough with the scoring. So you got to get score 500 to win the game. It can be done. I have done it, but I was playing it for like near enough half an hour. I think I shared this one as a type in as well on the channel. Shared the code, and so people could type it in. Missed him. So I'll just keep going into the game's over, and then I'll move on to the next. I don't want to spend too much time playing my own games, but like I said, tonight I didn't really want to do any programming. I've done so much over the last couple of weeks. Well, and the basic basement game, I was, like I said, programmed it, finished it off yesterday, and I just thought, you know what, Sunday stream. I did think about going back to the little bird game we're making, or the Christmas game, and I just thought, you know what, I can't be arsed. Because I know I'm going to mess it up if I do. I'm shattered, I'm tired, I just need to break away from it now. And I thought, what can I do as a stream? I can either play games, or then I suddenly thought, why not just do a bit of a live stream and show the games that you've made, to show what is possible in BASIC, perhaps. So anyone watching this who's into basic programming can see what you could do. Maybe I can help them on their way a little bit. You know, if I can do it, there's no reason why you can't. I'm not saying my games are brilliant, because they're not. But I'm not afraid to have a go at trying to create something. Need to reset the stream. It's frozen. Not frozen here. It's not frozen here either. My screen, both my screens are still running and on my other laptop. Have you tried refreshing your page? Because I've got another screen here which is purely on the YouTube channel and that is running perfectly. So, has anyone else... Can anyone else confirm if your screen is frozen? If it has, then let me know, because it might be that there is a problem. 2 people have said not frozen here, so it might be that you need to reset your screen. Oh, reload. Shouldn't have any ads tonight. I switched them off. Shouldn't be anyway. Some talk droning on about his spectrum. Thank you, Heavy. Well, what else am I meant to say? What else am I meant to just sit here and be quiet? That made me laugh, mate. I can't help it. I love the spectrum. You wait when the next comes out. You'll be moaning about me moaning about the next. Right, game over. Let's move on to the next screen. The next game. Right, what is the next game? Let me have a quick look. Hungry Pixel. Again, released as a type-in. What did I save it as? I might struggle trying to find this one. I don't know what that is. P. Must be that one. Pixel. I ain't got a clue what that is. P 8-bit. I'm sure I'll work it out. So, Hungry Pixel, we could do an Etch-a-Sketch. 2 things on this. Press 1 for an Etch-a-Sketch. And we can do an Etch-a-Sketch drawing. Again, this was saved as a type-in. Pretty boring stuff, but some people like it. Push C for menu again, and then you got Hungry Pixel. So two little things in one for you. So the screen maps out a maze, and we're a little tiny pixel. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it on your screens. But you are the little tiny dot at the bottom of the screen there, and you've got to get up to the... Again, I had a thing about strawberries, so you've got to find a way up. And as the levels progress, gravity kicks in and it will pull the little pixel down. So the first level, first couple of levels, it works okay. There we go. Got one strawberry. So I reckon about there. Yeah, it's not very exciting. I think when you get to, I can't remember what I programmed it as now, so many strawberries, it gets harder because the pixel will start to fall down on its own and you've got to try and keep it upwards. What time are we on anyway? What's the time? 20 to 10. So I'll quickly whip through this one because it's not it's not that exciting. Yeah, it's doing it now. So when you get to 3 strawberries, look, the pixel starts to fall down, gravity kicks in, so you basically makes it a little bit harder because if you let go of the keys, completely let go, it's just going to keep dropping down. But yes, like I say, it's not an exciting game. It's just something I added on as a type in just to show how to move pixels rather than user-defined graphics. I'll tell you what, I've only got 2 left. I just well keep going. See if I can do it. If you hit the side of the wall, you know, hit one of the walls as well, it respawns you at the bottom, and I think you lose a life as well. I just well keep going. I've come this far. Of course, it probably would have been nice if the maze had changed every time you completed one, but I didn't do it like that, did I? Maybe I should have to make it a little bit harder. That's it. Exciting stuff, eh? Anyway, moving on. Right, and also a favourite of mine, B-Type. This was compiled because the basic version was just too slow. So B-Type, yeah, as you can see, B-Type MC3. So it was compiled with encoder 3. So blast off and strike the evil W box, Empire. Press fire to play, Q up, A down, O left, P right, M fire, or you can use Kempstone joystick. And I did program the Kempstone in for diagonal movement on this as well. So it's just a little fun little shooter. You got to shoot the boxes without getting zapped. And if you get damaged like that, you get thruster damage. And you got to wait for the little medical box to come out and collect it to repair your thruster. Just use the keys. I find it easier with the keys actually, more rather than the joystick. There's 4 levels to this, so the baddie, the boss man changes. You got to hit the yellow ones 3 times, and that will give you a laser. There's the First aid box. So yeah, hit these 3 times, you end up with a laser. But if he sticks his tongue out, you lose your laser again. So you've got to be quick with it. So this is my little kind of effort at like a bit of an R-typey sort of game, although it's nothing like R-type, but that's why I called it B-type. It did run okay in basic, but it was very slow. You could play it, but yeah, it needed to be compiled. You needed the speed. You got me. Game over. Franco's trying to turn on the chat room by the looks of it. We got a 30-year-old naked woman standing at my living room door begging me to come to bed. She's looking angry and beautiful at the same time. You lucky man. And here we are, the sad gits playing a basic game. Ask her if she likes basic programming. Maybe get her to sit down and join in the fun. Oh, I hit the bottom. I'm too busy looking at what Franco's writing and not concentrating on me flying me spaceship. Franco, you're causing me all sorts of problems here. You've put me off me focus. Let me have one more go. Too busy looking at what he's writing than I am playing this. Maybe you should sit her down and just explain to her how a 3-dimensional array works, perhaps. Oh. I'd better go. He's leaving us. Well, I can't blame you, mate. I think I would rather look at a 30-year-old naked lady than watching me play this crap. By the way, if any of you need to leave the chat room to follow suit of what Franco's been doing, then please feel free. Don't feel you have to stay here for me. Yeah. See you later, Franco. Game over. I can't concentrate. Better make sure your specky is using the rubber keys for safety. Night, Franco. Okay, good night, Franco. Right, let's move on to the next one. What have we got next? Oh, find the beer. Another little typing that I made for the channel. Find the beer. Nice little game, this one, actually, if I can find it. What did I call it? Oh, there it is. Find the beer. Something I'm not drinking tonight, unfortunately. Got work in the morning. So we're in complete darkness. And you got keys and Kempstone on this. M to hit your flashlight. So somewhere in that dark room is a beer. And we need to find it. And all we've got is a flashlight. And we're in a maze of blocks. So it's just a case of walking around trying to find the beer glass. You're timed. Once you find it, the timer starts again. And it's just a case of seeing how many beers... Oh, was that it there? Seeing how many beers you can find. This was a 10-liner. In fact, I think it was less than 10 lines when I first wrote it. It was only 9 lines. This was my first little 10-liner game. I'll show you the code in a minute. Wrote this using only 10 lines of basic code. When you run out of time, the beer is displayed so you can see where it was. Let's try and see if it's down here. I'm stuck. You can push off to reset. Usually when the beer shows itself at the end, you kick yourself. You think, I've walked right past the damn thing. If I tried over here. Nothing there. Big empty space. Can be quite frustrating as well. This was my first attempt at writing a game in 10 lines. I don't know how I came up with the idea. Just sat down one weekend and started programming and came up with this. Oh, come on, you must be here somewhere. Oh, move. I'm not going to find it, am I? Oh, look at that. That's where it was. Up in the corner. Let's have one more go. So it wouldn't have been put in the same place, would it? Silly little game. I think the most I've managed is 6, which was a bit of a fluke. Most of the time they're up near the top. Ah, there it is. Got it. So I've got one beer. Start again now. Try and find another one. I was right up near the top. Let's see if there's any more up near the top. How many are in the chat room? 23. I've got to find 23 beers, a beer each. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think that's going to happen. You might all be sharing one beer between 23 of you. I'm not going to be lucky tonight. I'm lucky to find one, to be honest. At least I found one, so you can see that they are there. There's a way through here. Ah, dearie me. Come on. Ah, there it is. Got it. 2 beers. Oh, and it gives you less time, look, on the as the game proceeds. Is that one there? No. So the timer goes down as well to make the game even harder. Well, there's no way I'm going to get one in time now. Come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes. 3 beers. And we've only got... Oh, there's no way. How will I get one in 5 seconds? That's bad programming on my part. So there you go. So, yeah, it was a 10-liner. Let me... So there's the program. 10 very big lines, one must state. So there it is. Little 10-liner game. I don't know what the rules are for a 10-liner game, how much you're allowed in a line of code, but yeah, I did it in 10 lines anyway. So, moving on. Moving on. Find the beer. Moving on. The next challenge, which I set myself on making a classic, was Death Crawl, which has been seen on the channel many a time. My version of Death Chase, but Death Crawl in basic, hence why it's called Crawl, because it was so slow. I had to compile this. So this has been compiled with encoder 3. It had to be. It was too slow. So this was my version, my challenge I set myself for the channel to make a game like Death Chase. And it was a struggle making this. Trying to get the trees 3D-ish. You get to shoot a little bike in this. That's about all I did for shooting stuff. And it's just a high scoring game. See how many of those bikes you can shoot. And as you move, your score goes up as well. This was the challenge after the Manic Miner game that I set myself a Can I make Death Chase using only BASIC? Well, I did. I mean, it's programmed in BASIC, but I had to compile it. The BASIC version was just too slow. And Death Chase is a fast moving game, so it had to be compiled. I find it quite fun to play though. Personally, I don't think it's that bad. The trees do kind of just pop up without any warning, but it wasn't an easy one to program. I would have liked more trees on the screen, but it came a little bit of an issue with colour clashing and things being wiped out. Probably because of the way I programmed it again. Game over. So, that's kind of you to say, Heavy. See, this dork is quite good at doing some things. Are you sure you haven't been blessed by the programming deities, is that? Spending way too much on the spectrum is what it is, and too much time learning about the basic language. Yeah, it came out okay. I kind of tried to get the feel of Death Chase, you know, the original. I mean, obviously not as good as the original, but I tried to get the flavour there, you know. And I'd like to have done more to it, but again, it was getting so difficult to do in BASIC. Originally I did have a motorbike you were chasing, but couldn't get it to work correctly. It just, you know, the other motorbike was just driving through the trees all the time. It was just out of control, and I gave up on it. Yeah, have another beer. It's Christmas. I quite like this little game though. I think, you know, I mean, it featured in on some website somewhere, and they gave it quite a bad write-up, and I thought, did they realise that I programmed it in BASIC? They didn't even realise, because obviously it's been compiled. I don't think they realised it was actually done in BASIC, you know, so it's not going to be, even compiled, it's going to show up all the flaws. So I wasn't very happy with that write-up. I didn't say nothing. Just, you're the first to know about it. Just moaned about it now. I don't think they were Death Chase fans anyway. I did add some trees in the background, like, to try and give it that feeling that you're in some sort of forest. And the shooting doesn't always work correctly on it either. Right, one last go and I will move on, because I'm quite enjoying playing this actually. Again, everything you're seeing tonight can be found on my itch channel. The link for it, if it's not underneath this video, it should be somewhere on the channel. I think if you go to my homepage on the YouTube channel, you'll find the link there. Take a look. Go and have a look at the games. Download them if you like, and break into the code. Like some of the earlier ones, the code has got a piece of machine code in there to prevent you from doing that. But there is ways around it if you use the merge command, apparently. So waste of time putting it in there. But there are 3 games on the channel, from memory anyway, that are compiled. This one, B-Type, and a game called Capture. Those are the only compiled games on the channel. On the channel? On the itch channel. Right, okay, let's move on. Let's move on. What was next? What was next on the agenda? So after Death Crawl, we've got Worm. This is where I learnt about this continuously scrolling. So I made a couple of games using it. So this is now Worm. So it's basically N and M equals left or right or Kempstone. Good night, mate. He's gone. Thanks for joining in tonight. Much appreciated. So yeah, you're a worm, and you got to basically get through this slot without getting hit. Oh no, sorry, you can eat them. Can't remember my own games. Yeah, you get points for how many you collect, but don't hit the red ones. If you hit the red ones, you will die. I think you can collect the red apples though. No, you can't. So if I'd read the instructions at the beginning on the game that I made, there you go. So you get 20 points for the green, 10 for the cyan, the yellows, the blues and the reds you need to avoid. So you only need to collect the green and the cyan ones. Anything else, avoid them. So it starts off with the green to make it easier. And we can get the cyan ones as well. But don't touch anything else apart from green and cyan. No, 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 no. Whoa. So this is using that poke that makes the screen scroll constantly, which is great for making little games like this. So if you hit one of the other colours, you just get poisoned. But if you hit a red directly on, you basically game over. So you can hit the other ones, but you won't score. Just oh no. Oh dear, I didn't plan that very well. You got to look ahead. Keep looking ahead and read the map so you don't hit nothing. One more go. Cool, got through that. I don't know whether I'll be doing a stream over the Christmas period yet. I'm just going to have to play it by ear, see how things go. Still planning perhaps doing the 27th of December. So that is my plan, is to come on there. But I won't be doing an all-dayer. I think it'll just kill me. I may come on for a couple of hours, have a break, and then come on again, do that sort of thing. But I won't be staying on all day. It's too much. I've got, obviously, like us all, I've got other commitments that I've got to see to. So that is Worm. Moving on, what have we got next? Crazy Road. So Crazy Road, same sort of thing, using the same process. Crazy Road, where are you? There we are. So again, N and M and Kempstone, and it's just drive your car through the appearing road without hitting the red cones. It's quite a fast moving game, this. So again, using the same process with the poke to make the screen scroll constantly. Just a little bit of fun. So nothing too exciting. It was just a demonstration on how you can use that poke command to get the continuous scroll. I'll show you that poke in a minute for those who don't know. One more go. So it's quite very fast moving, which is great for basic, you know. I think if you crash 3 times, yeah, it's game over. So that poke, for those who don't know, is, see if we can quickly find it. There it is, line 60. So that there is the poke that you put in to get the screen scrolling. That will give you a continuous scroll. Yeah. And the out, that's just the beep. Right, so moving on from Crazy Road. How many more have we got left? Don't know whether I'm going to get all these in tonight. We got UFO. Going to try and go through these pretty quick now. I didn't realise how many games I'd actually made. So UFO, another good little game, one that I'm quite proud of. Yeah, it's a shame that with that poke command, there wasn't like a sideways one. Okay, so UFO, press fire. So you've got a gunman either side. What's happening here? Can't get it to work. There we go. And you just got to shoot the UFOs. Somebody said I based this on the Twin Towers. I did not base it on the Twin Towers. It didn't even enter my mind when I was making that. Nothing to do with the Twin Towers. But yeah, I got accused twice of it that it was to do with the towers, you know. But I quickly corrected them and said that it was planes that crashed into the towers, not a UFO, and this is nothing to do with that. You've got 3 towers you've got to defend. So when you've shot so many, when you shoot so many UFOs, I can't remember what I set the counter to. You've got 13. I think when that gets to 0, you move on to level 2. And to complete the game, you've got to save 3 towers, I believe. See, well done. So I saved 1 tower. I'll say to complete the game, you've got to save all 3. And it can be done. I have done it. Let's have a quick go again. Can be a bit unfair at times where it starts, so I didn't make it very easy in the programming. Probably made him start a bit too close to the tower at times, so you don't really get a chance to get to it. I used the same routine as I did when I made the 8-ball bouncing game to create the movement for the UFO in this. It's just basically doing the bouncing ball routine. See what I mean? I should have started it perhaps further back, because you don't really get a chance to get to the UFO in time. Yeah, see what I mean? That's a bit unfair, isn't it? So yeah, playing these games back, I'm seeing mistakes that I've made in the code. Like, you know, like every time I shot this guy, this alien, this UFO, whatever you want to call it, I should have made it start up in the over the top left or the top right of the screen and then come down at you, not directly on top of the building already. It just made it a little bit unfair. Right, as soon as we've died, as soon as this one's killed off, I'll move on to the next game. There you go. I think that's me gone. Yeah, game over. So that's UFO. Okay, moving on. What have we got next? So after UFO was made, I made Zap. So let's find Zap. Where is Zap? Zap, Zap, Zap. Maybe I forgot to put it on here. Doesn't look like it's on there. It looks like I may have forgotten by mistake to put Zap on there because I can't see it. Unless I called it something else on the file upload. I don't think we're going to get to see all of these tonight looking at the time. But Zap doesn't appear to be on there. I must have forgotten to put it on. I don't know what that is. Let's see what that is. Maybe that's it. P8. What's that then? Oh, that's our pirate game. That's not it. Ah, sorry guys. I haven't put Zap on there for some reason. Oh, there it is. Zap. Tap. I've called it Tap. I spelt it wrong. Tap 2. There we go. Zap. For some reason I called it Tap when the game's called Zap. That's why I couldn't see it. Right. Again, another like Space Invader style game. From what I can remember, you've got to shoot the blue one so many times for it to die. Yeah, well, it is a nice looking game, this, and it came out really well for playability as well. It's quite a nice speed. You know, it's not too sluggish. So you've got a shield at the bottom, look. So when you get struck by the blue one, or he hits part of the landscape, I think so many hits the shield starts to go down. Oh, that's right. If one of the aliens gets to the bottom of the screen, it takes your shield down. swear if you hit that the Scion one a couple of, you know, quite a few, 5 or 6 times, I'm sure it destroys it. I can't remember how I programmed it now. Game over. So yeah, that's Zap, or Tap as it's called in the file. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to rush through them because we're running out of time. So the next one, I will be going at 11, so only half an hour left. It was Break Space, which was a game I wrote for a magazine, Break Space magazine, if you've heard of it. So Break Space are 2 issues short of making their deadline due to the print missing from the title. Complete the title, guide the letters to the top of the page, collect the stars on your way. So it's very similar to my Sinclair Basic game. In fact, near enough the bloody same, to be honest with you. So you are the bee. No graphics in this, kept it simple. Like I say, it was done as a type-in for a magazine. And you got to get the B to the top of the screen, and then you got the R, and we're spelling out Break Space, the name of the magazine. And you mustn't let the red writing hit you. Like that. And when you've spelt out break, I think it is, you've then got the word space. I think that more comes on the screen to avoid. But very much like my Sinclair Basic game. Similar sort of style. Or objective, I should say. But with no user-defined graphics, it does run a lot quicker, because obviously we're not using any memory for the graphics or anything. It might have been level 2, maybe. I think there's 2 issues, isn't there? So yeah, issue. So now if I spell out space, the next issue, issue 2 or level 2, is when it gets a little bit harder. You type this one in. I think, Drake, didn't you do some alterations to the code, if I remember rightly? I remember you, was it you that wrote actually on the itch page that you did some alterations to it? I kind of remember someone saying it at the time. I think you did. I just want to show what issue 2 does when you get to level 2. So we've got 2 more letters, and then we've completed issue 2. Yes, you did post some possible updates. Yes, that's correct. I remember now. So yeah, this runs very nicely as well. Again, very... So new issue distributed. Now, you'll notice now, issue 2, we've got some other obstacles in the way. You'll see that it's flashing up red. So we've got to be cautious of those now, because they can also take us out. And they just constantly, they just flash up on the screen. So they're not moving as such. They're just randomly, look, got me. And I lost a life. And hit it again as I went forward. So yeah, that was the game I wrote for the magazine Break Space. And they were really pleased with it. So yeah, it featured in there, in that magazine. So yeah, I am going through them pretty quick because I'm aware of the time. ZX Invasion, a big favourite of mine. This one came out really well. I tried it. This is when I was experimenting with scrolling. Now, if you go to S settings, you can change the colour. So let's go green. And fire to start. No graphics in this, no user-defined graphics. And it's just a shoot 'em up, basically. You've got to stop these little spacecraft getting to the other side of the screen. Got 3 lives. Someone said this was very similar, had that feeling or feel like a ZX81 game. In fact, it probably would have been best if I'd kept it in black and white, because you would have seen what they meant then. I'll do that in a minute. We've only got 1 life left. This runs at a nice speed as well. So there you go. Game over. So if I go S for settings again, say you can pick the colour and the instructions are there. Let's go 7 so I can show it in the white and black, which is quite nice. So yeah, a bit of a ZX81 feel to it. And I'm getting absolutely obliterated. Oh, let's try a different colour just to show you. Let's go for cyan. Oh, I crashed. So on this, I decided to scroll the screen at the bottom, but I put them in different directions. Just because I could. No particular reason. Oh, went too low. Got me. So that was ZX Invasion. Called ZX because I didn't have a name for it at the beginning, and someone said, oh, it looks like a ZX81 style game. So, well, there you go, you've named it ZX Invasion. Right, okay. Moving on. Going through them pretty quick now. Greenie. Fun little game. Stupid little game. Don't know why I made it. If I can find it. Maybe I didn't put it on here. Where is it? There it is, Greenie. Silly little game, this. So we can be the bogeyman, which is that guy there, or we can be SpongeBob. And you're spitting. I think it's just press any key. Remember, do not spit when spits equal 5 or white will not appear. When only 5 spits are left, don't spit and a white block will appear. Spit at it to recharge to 50 spits. Okay. Press any key to make the character spit. Right, okay. Now let's be the bogeyman to begin with. So we are basically spitting at the falling stars. Stupid little game. I have no idea why I made this, but it turned out to be quite entertaining and fun. Hey, the border got you tripping on the last game, Scott. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. We're just going through games that I've made since 2024. I keep forgetting what bloody year we're in. From November 2024, when I got my Retro of the Spectrum. And I've almost, near enough, made 50 games. So we're just quickly going through them. So yeah, this was Bogeyman. Greenie, spitting at falling stars. Let me miss them all. And then I'll quickly show you the... I'll show you SpongeBob. I think I made this when I was trying to practice doing the rope swing, and I messed up the code and got this effect you're seeing now and thought, oh, I'll use that for another game. Yeah, that was it. So here's SpongeBob. Now he's not very good at spitting. He hasn't got a very good range. Stupid little game. SpongeBob spits at Patrick's stars. Oh dear. I can't believe I'm 50 years of age and I'm making shit like this. Oh, I need to get out more. Anyway, let's move on to the next one because this is painful. So there you go. That's my greenie game. The next one was 10-pin bowling. I don't think we're going to get all of these games in tonight. 10-pin bowling. Let's have a quick look at that. I wanted to try and show you everything I've done, but I think we're going to run out of time. But we can always come back to it. If you're enjoying it, that is. 10-pin, where are you? 10, where is it gone? Maybe I called it, oh there it is, 10-pin up the top there. I don't know what that is, 1 pack. Anyway, let's not worry about that just yet. So this is my 10-pin bowling game. So press any key to bowl. And it just knocked the skittles down. And you can get a turkey if you get 3 strikes in a row. Missed. There we go, got a strike. If you get 3 strokes in a row, then strikes, the turkey appears on the screen. And it doesn't look like I'm going to demonstrate very well what the turkey does because I'm not playing this very well tonight. You've got to hit him right on the side to get the strike. There we go, got 1 strike. Let's see if I can get another. So he needs 3 in a row. Now, oh no. I think this is the only sport related game I've actually made. I don't think I've got anything else. Oh, there is like a football sort of game, but not a very good one. I did make like a penalty shootout game, but ended up deleting it. After I made it, I deleted all the code because it was crap. So I didn't keep it. Oh no. So I'll make this the last one. And I got a strike. Right, so yeah, that was my 10-pin bowling game. So moving on, what have we got next? I've got 10 minutes left. Like I say, I will be going at 11 tonight. I've got work in the morning. Boot the birds. So yeah, this is my little football game. Boot plus bird 2. Maybe that's it. Must be. This is quite a little fun little thing. B, to boot the ball. And you've got to boot the birds. So you've got to basically kick the football at the birds like that. And you've got to try and hit them. Again, I was going for a game where I had lots of animation. There we go, got him. Very simple. Quite difficult as well. You've got to strike the ball at the correct time to hit a bird. I've only scored one so far. It's crap, this, to be fair. It's not my best. The animation's probably okay, but the actual game is shockingly bad. At the time I thought it was good, but I'm looking at it now like, what the bloody hell's this rubbish? Got one. So you got to be so accurate with it. Got one. Yes. I did get complaints about why am I always making games where I'm injuring birds, because I had bird strike where you're shooting birds, and now I've got kicking footballs at birds. I think I did put on the description on itch that no birds were hurt in the making of this Spectrum game. Because, you know, some people are so sad, aren't they? They're like, oh, you shouldn't be hurting the birds, but they're not real birds. They're user-defined graphics, you... Oh, I was going to swear then, but I won't. Anyway, let's move on. You've seen that one. Not very exciting, but that's Boot the Birds. Beam Me Up, You Bastard. Beam Me Up, You Bastard was the next one. Where is it? I don't know what I actually called it. I don't know whether it's on here. I think it's called TJ because I wrote it for a friend who's called TJ. There it is. Yeah, there we are. So this is Beam Me Up, You Bastard. Beam TJ the alien up to his spacecraft. Tip, Move in time with the beam. 7 beams to climb. O left, P right. Press any key to play. So you've got to get to the beam. Oh. And basically try and grab it like that and get up to the UFO. And it's quite difficult to do. Nearly. So grab the, yeah, got him. Successful beam up. Come on. Got it. And as you succeed, look, the platform goes lower. So you've got a large, a longer beam to climb up. Oh, you bastard. Hence why I called it that. The name. Beam me up, you bastard. Come on. Come on, you son of a... Oh, you bastard. Got it. Can I complete the game? It's looking like I might do. Excuse the language, but this is a game where you need to swear. Come on, get up the beam. Come on. Yeah, oh, nearly. Come on. Oh, you... Oh, no. Up. Beam me up. Come on. God. This is nail biting stuff. This is... Get up. Yes. Last one. Last level. Can I complete it? Beam me up, you bastard. Oh, no. What happened then? So that's called Beam Me Up, You Bastard. Alex has a secret folder on that memory card with all the real juicy games in it. I had a look at it once, but he swore me to secrecy. So there you go. That one was 7 beams to climb. I'm going to move on very quickly because I did want to go at 11. I will give you an extra 15 minutes because I'm enjoying myself. Mountain Rescue, not a very good game, but I'll show it to you anyway. This is Mountain Rescue, and it was me practicing with moving drawn objects, and you've got to basically save the little magenta men. If you push P, the screen will move faster, and we've got to save as many men as we can without crashing. So like I say, it's not a very exciting little game, but nevertheless, it is something. It's a game. It's quite difficult actually, because trying to land on top of the man without killing him and without hitting a mounting. Oh, crashed. Crashed. So yeah, there you go. That was Mountain Rescue. As you can see, nothing really exciting about that. But it's on there. It's on the itch account. Yeah, can't really say much more about it. Moving on. Yes, it is a game, definitely. And it is quite difficult, you know. Munch Time is the next game. Munch Time is quite a nice little game. Where did I put it? M Time, there it is. So, you've only got one life to eat the dots. Watch the time. So you're timed as well. Avoid the centipedes and their poop. Collect T equals time bonus. So 1 or 2. So I'm going to go for care. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for keys. So we've got to collect the dots. And you've got the centipede, who's also on the screen, who we've also got to avoid. Avoid his poop as well. We don't want to hit his poop. So it's a bit like a Pac-Man style game with centipede in it as well. Oh, he's after me. Ah! Yeah, poop is yeah, you've answered the question there for yourself. It's exactly what you just said. Yeah, you mustn't eat the poop. If you eat the poop, you basically, you've only got one life in this, so gotta be very careful. As the levels progress, more poop comes onto the screen. It's full of crap, yeah. That's because the game's crap. There you go, completed. As you can see, more and more poop turns up on the screen. The centipede will eat it as well, so you can use the centipede to its to your advantage if you get him to eat the poop. Ah, it got me. So there you go. Don't you just love Spectrum live chats on a Sunday evening? It's a shame I've got to be up at 5 AM in the morning for work. So that's why I'm now rushing through these. Like I said, I'll give you an extra 11:15. I will have to go, guys. Poor Man's Frogger was next. Poor Man's Frogger. There it is, Poor Man. So this is my version of a Frogger style game. Called Poor Man's Frogger because it is a very poor attempt at it. Jump on the magenta, dodge the red, feed 15 frogs, jump to start. So avoid the red. Otherwise that happens. And land on the magenta. And you've got to get the fly. Like so. This took me absolutely ages to make. Don't know why. I just really struggled making it. Trying to get all the colours correct for when you landed on it. I'm playing this better than I usually do. Yeah, the centipede was meant to eat his own poop. That's why you can use it to its advantage. Use it to your advantage, sorry. Because it will clear a pathway for you if there's too much poop in the way. But yeah, they're disgusting centipedes. They like to eat their own poop, in my little brain anyway. There we go. And the graphics just changed slightly on the moving objects. Oh, it fell off the end. I did put in the instructions on this one. When you go to jump on the magenta ones, try and avoid jumping on the front of them because you will slide off and end up in the water. You can go back on yourself as well, so you can jump back like that. There we go. I'm doing really well at this tonight. Usually, I don't usually get this far. One more to collect and we're on to the next level. Wow. This is the... Oh! Yeah, see like that. You land straight on the front. It kind of hits you rather than you landing on it. So as a tip, try and land on the center of the moving ones at the top there. Like that. Right, can I get the last one? Yes. As you can see, I changed the formations of the things you've got to jump on or prevent hitting. I wasn't very generous with the positioning of the top platforms to get to the fly. I think in the last screen you've only got one platform at the top to get to the frog. Well, that's the best I've done in a long time. I can't remember how many levels I put on this, so yeah. So that is Poor Man's Frogger. Came out quite a nice little game, that one. I have not got the cheat mode activated, you cheeky swine. Cheat mode. Told you to keep that quiet between me and you. Right, Pumpkin Invasion. They made this one for Halloween. What did I call it? You would have thought I would have kept it under the P's, but it doesn't look like I have. Pumpkin Invasion. What did I call it? Maybe it's... Oh, there it is. Halloween. Right, okay. Pumpkin Invasion. You are the resident ghost of the Spectrum Cemetery, which is under attack by the Wicked Witch of the West. Your only defense is the boundary hedge. Patrol the hedging and shoot the pumpkins. D, define keys in this one. So we push D. Q up. A down. Left, right, and fire. Okay with that? Yes, I am. So there we go. There's so we've got to stop these pumpkins from getting to the bottom of the screen, like so. The Wicked of the Witch is dropping them down onto us. So this was quite a nice little game. Tried to make it quite visually pleasing to look at as well by using the bright command to change the colour in. Having another go. Looks like she is dumping and pumping. Fortunately, I didn't program this in, so you can't shoot her. I can't remember what I did in the program. I think you got to shoot so many pumpkins to complete the game. You know, but they're basically destroying the hedge. You're on top of the hedge. They're destroying the hedge, trying to get to the cemetery. And you've only got one life. So we'll just finish off this this game quickly, and I'll show you the next one. Okay, so you get the gist of that. I did that one for Halloween. Nice little game. And moving on. What did I do after that? Oh, we did the YouTube platform game. I won't show you that because we're still working on it. Nearly finished, actually. There's only really 2 more to show. You've seen all the others. You've seen Basic Basement. I've just released that one. And Sinclair C5. You've seen that one as well, really. So the next one was Capture, which again is a compiled game. But it's a nice little game, this one. I compiled this, all intentions of compiling it as well, because I wanted a game similar to Gauntlet. And there's another game that it's similar to as well, which I can't remember what it's called. You've basically got to shoot the magenta nasties. You can't walk through the Scion lines there. That is your only defense, really. They move pretty quick as well. and you've got to get them into the left-hand box. So when you shoot them, they all move into the right-hand box. Then a green square turns up, capture, reload, and it starts again. Fun little game. But as you can see, it needed compiling. It did run in BASIC, but very slow. So I'm not going to get to show you tonight the other games which aren't completed yet. But what I will do, I'm going to switch this one off quickly, and I'm going to show you the next game, which I'm thinking of getting you guys involved in for when I do the next live stream for a project. And it's my version of Jetpack. The game's not completed. Jetpack Willy. This game's not completed yet. Still needs a lot of work doing to it. In fact, there seems to be something wrong with this version. Oh, there we go. Looks like I've only programmed it in for joystick control at the moment. But I was looking at the other day, and it needs a bit more work to it. It's not quite working correctly. But I'm thinking about doing this one as a live stream project to get us all involved. Like I said, the bulk of the program has been written. It needs a few changes. It's not working 100% correctly. Just like Jetpack, look, you collect the bits of the rocket. And it's basically Miner Willy with a jetpack on. See that at the bottom of the screen a red beam goes across. That's just to let you know that you're carrying a rocket part. But it's not running bad, actually, considering this is in BASIC. It's not a bad speed, to be fair. It's actually not running that. It's actually running better than I first thought. So get the rocket, and the rocket takes off. There you go. So that's all I've done on this, and my vision is to the rocket parts will be in different places for the next level. Maybe the platforms will be in different positions. The nasties might move in different formations. Yes, that's something else I wanted to implement into this, Will. So, like you just said, you don't appear on the other side of the screen. Yeah, that's something else I'd probably do, change as well, so that if you went over to here, see a bit of colour clash there. Look, it's turned that white. Shouldn't have done that. I have got an updated version of this now, which I've actually downloaded the wrong version. The updated version, he's actually got red puff coming out the back of him, so that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm gonna, and I've also got rid of on the updated version. I've got rid of all of this red drawy stuff. I just think it looks better without it. Yeah, I want to do it so when you get to one end of the screen, you then appear on the other side again. So I want to change that as well. In fact, this is running at an okay-ish speed actually, from what I remember it to be. I haven't played it for a while, and I'm dead. So yeah, there you go. That will probably be the next project I might share with you. I don't know yet. I might keep it for myself. I don't know. But anyway, that is basically near enough everything. A couple of games which I haven't shown yet, which I haven't released. You got Kamazaki, which can be seen on the channel, just an aeroplane crashing into boats. What else got? Oh, there's the Red, which is basically another shoot 'em up game. Night Racer, which is needs completion as well. That's a little racing car game that I made. You've all seen that one. It's quite pleased with this, but it's again hasn't been finished. There's still problems with it. Just very quickly, just to remind you, there it is, my racing car game in BASIC. That's top speed. Did try to compile it. The compiler doesn't like it, unfortunately, won't compile. But after playing Outrun the other week on a live stream, I think this is probably up there with it for speed, because the original ZX Spectrum Outrun was pretty damn slow as far as I'm concerned. It wasn't brilliant. So, you know, I don't think you can really complain about my version. We go slow, look, that's slow, high speed. So yeah, that is my little racing car game, which still needs a bit of work. There should be some yellow cones that come up in a minute that you've got to dodge. No, maybe, oh, there's one. Yeah, you got to dodge the yellow cones. Don't let them hit you. Well, that happens. And obviously you've got the choice of the easy vehicle, the big white one instead. Which I actually prefer this one than the red one, to be honest. I don't know why, just something about it. I think it's that big clunky massive graphic just bouncing around the screen. I could probably just release this as it is. I mean, I don't know why I haven't really. It's not really doesn't really need any more doing to it. It now times your laps anyway. Kermit the Frog, yeah. I can see where you get the resemblance from. Yeah, it does look a bit like Kermit. Yeah, his eyes there, yeah. It does, doesn't it? It looks like a bloody great frog. You're right. I can't get that vision out of my head now. Yeah, you're right. It does look like Kermit the Frog. I can't get that vision out of my head now. Anyway, moving on from Kermit the Frog. Yeah, what other ones have I got outstanding? Oh, I did do like a Pac-Man game called Chompy. Which isn't quite finished. As you can see, it's quite slow. So yeah, I mean, this is ain't a bad little game. A little bit sluggish because obviously got two nasties moving at the same time. No user-defined graphics, just use the graphics off which are available to you on the keyboard. So you play as Spotify, eh? You play as Spotify and you're gobbling up music copyrights. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Sorry, couldn't quite go. Yeah. So yeah, the copyright ones make them turn white, and when they turn white, you can eat them. So yeah, you could say Spotify. Yeah, got to keep pesky YouTube uploads from roaming free. So yeah, that's Chompy. I'm going through these very quickly because I need to go to bed. So yeah, I think that's all I've got on here. Oh, Space Invaders. I haven't released this yet as well. My little Space Invader game that I made. Why isn't it? The keys don't seem to be... Oh, yeah, pushing the wrong keys. Yeah, this is my little Christmas shirt for tonight's show. So I'm glad you've noticed the shirt. I did mention it right at the beginning of the stream that I've made an effort tonight. Combed my hair and put a shirt on. So glad you noticed. Thank you, Scott. This one was actually from... No, I didn't get this from Asda. I think it was... Where did I get it from? I think it was Kern Mill. Or it might even be a Tesco shirt. I'm not sure. I thought I'd better make an effort, you know. I mean, originally, I never showed myself on the screen. It was only through mistake that I actually put the camera on a stream, and I've just thought, well, I just want to show myself from now on. No shave, no. I like the beard. I don't. I find if I shave, I end up with bloody acne, so I just grow the carpet on the face. So there you go. That was Spectrum Invaders, which I haven't released yet, but it's on there waiting. And the last one, I just want to show you it quickly, is Kamazaki. So destroy as many aircraft carriers as possible. Aim at their gun turrets. Press any key to bomb. So nothing exciting really. You just... Oh. You push a key when you're near enough over the turret. And see if you can destroy the turrets. Without getting blown up. So if you suffer from epilepsy, I'm probably not doing you any favours. Mission failed. Let's have one more go. There you go, got one turret. Mission completed. There you go. It's just a case of pushing the button at the right time. But all that flashing border and stuff has been put in there to try and distract you. Oh, I missed it. You did like the flashing borders in your earlier games. Yes. Anyway, guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to announce the ending of this stream because unfortunately I have to go to work tomorrow. That's basically it. I don't think I've missed anything. Let me just have a quick scan through. The only one I haven't shown you is Pizza Box, which is my isometric game. I'll quickly show you that. I mean, I showed it last weekend, but I'll show it just to refresh your memories. Pizza Box, which I'm going to release. Might let this one go at Christmas Eve, actually. Put it up as my little Christmas gift to you all. Something wrong with this. Why is it going so fast? So yeah, you've seen this on the channel many a time. My isometric style game. Which, yeah, very pleased with how this one came out. You're that green box, by the way, moving around. If you're new to the channel and you've never seen this before, you're that green box, which represents a pizza box, and we're collecting all of the missing ingredients, which is the red peppers. mustn't get hit by that evil monster thing, that Scion skull, and you mustn't hit anything else on the screen either. But the challenge was, can I make an isometric game in BASIC? And here it is. There's 5 levels to this. Is there 5 levels or 4? I can't remember. 5 levels. But yeah, that's it. The pizza box, which I will release on Christmas Eve. I don't think it's the compiled version. I don't think I've put the compiled. I did a compiled version, did I? No. I don't think it's the compiled version. No, it's not. No, it's not. Look, there's the basic program. It's all in BASIC. So this isn't the compiled version. Feels bloody fast for some reason. It does feel a bit quick. Part 2 is based in an Indian takeaway. It's called Chapatito So Goody. Is that Chapatiti So Good? Okay. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure tonight being on the stream again. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight. I've certainly enjoyed doing them. It's been a blast. One last time. The basic basement. Just to finish us off, that tune that Franco gave us. The basic basement. Now available on itch for download. The game, which was inspired by ATIC ATAC, is now available for free download on my itch account. So if you haven't played it, please consider downloading it, giving it a go. And see if you can complete it. You've got 20 minutes to complete it. It took me about 16 minutes. And this today is probably one of the most favorite games I have made. Apart from the isometric one, this would have to be up there with one of the top games I've made. A lot of effort went into this, and you guys helped make it. And yeah, it's come out really well. So really proud of this one. Anyway, guys, I am going to log off now because I've got work in the morning, 5 a.m. I've got to be up, so I need to get some sleep. Like I say, thank you very much for watching tonight. Very much appreciated. Please do me a favour, hit the like button. Helps the channel out a lot. Please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. And hopefully I will be back around the Christmas, probably the 27th. I'm hoping to do a live stream then. So we'll just have to see how it goes, play it by ear. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for watching tonight. And I shall see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good week.